Hello everyone, welcome back to Leave Your Mark, the community game for the Pod by Night universe where you get to cause chaos in Gary, Indiana, and you will know that if you've been listening to Scott Free, there might be a little bit of overlap. So I hope you're all doing well. Are you all looking forward to the stream today? A little bit of chaos, a little bit of things going wrong. Welcome, Casimir. Thank you for that sub. I appreciate it. Yes, big announcements. So, obviously, you can help us and support us by Patreon, where you can join this game if you're interested. You can also sub on Twitch, and that will help us a ton. And, well, it's going towards the next season of the Pod by Night podcast, led by Mathis, which is starting November. So next month, you'll be able to watch the Drag Pack. They're coming back. Big announcement. And did we announce the name? Did we announce? We did announce the name. It's called Cracked Crown. You can get more information if you listen to Scott Free episode 1. We do a little preamble. We tell you about it. More info there. But obviously, Patreon will get all of the previews and everything first. So let's I hope everyone is looking forward to this turn. People are predicting it's going to be a chill turn. Yes, I think you may be correct, because this last few turns have been quite chaotic. People have lost a lot. They've they've gained a lot, but mostly they've gained a lot of heat, which is bad. Heat is bad. And pardon me, I've got like a little bit of a cold, so every now and again I'm going to have to clear my throat. But it looks like people are being a little more conservative this turn. Not that it won't be a fun turn, because there are a few things that could go wrong. And I would like to start by offering all of the factions a special deal in honor of the overlap of Scott Free and the Leave Your Mark community game. Every single faction has a special choice to make. All of you have been in contact with a certain Anarch. Now, that Anarch is offering you 1 rep to assist their operation, which seems like it's going to come quite close to Gary, Indiana. If you assist, you get 1 rep. If you don't assist, you get to lay low and lose 1 heat. So that's open to everyone. It didn't take an action or anything like that. You can all choose. That's up to you, and that will happen over, it doesn't have to be decided by the end of the stream or anything. That will happen over the next month, few days, whatever. Whenever you want to tell me which one you pick, that is up to you. 1 rep or -1 heat. Big, big money. But yeah, I thought it'd be fun to do like a little crossover with Scott Free. Especially as I love those characters, and it'd be nice to tie the story together. You know what Bravo's picking? Okay, that's fine by me. Okay. Without further ado, I think it's a very good time to switch over and decide who is going first. You can see all the stuff on the right properly. Good. Let's press the initiative button. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? At the top, we've got the Young Bravos and the Magi with 8. And this is interesting because the Young Bravos do not have +1 initiative, but the Magi do. So, wait. That didn't add? Did it not add? They chose +1. Oh my god, okay. I accidentally didn't put that number in there for some reason. Did I give it to someone else? On accident, dum-dum? No, I didn't. Okay, so actually, the Magi squeak through because they had +1 on that, and that's what they chose for their advancement. So we got Magi, we got Young Bravos, then we got Alphas. Things are looking up. Then we've got Silk Gauntlet and a face-off between the Lucid and the Corpse Mongers. I'm just gonna do 2d10. The Lucid is the left one, and the Corpse Mongers is the second one on the right. Lucid go first. They win the roll off. Okay. Well, that is pretty good. And it's appropriate that we're starting with the Magi because there is a very important announcement. The war is over between the Magi and the Lucid. I don't actually know. They made a deal. So this is a fascinating deal, and I love the creativity here in terms of rules. But in terms of roleplay, I think one of the Magi got their stuff, their teeth knocked out and stuff. Or not literally, but something bad happened to the Magi. And that is why the deal that they... Yeah, congrats on the peace. They have made a deal in which all of the events that the Magi and Lucid do will contribute towards the Lucid's objective clock, if they include things that would either advance the Magi or the Lucid's objectives for events. And I love this. It's kind of like a, okay, fine, we'll give you this, we'll help you out. Just stop hurting us. And I think that's really cool. So I don't actually know what the eventuality came to be, because I haven't had quite as much time to read all of the roleplay. But if someone knows and wants to give me an overview, I will read that out on stream. Scene pending. Okay, it's not been written yet. Well, there's plenty of time for that. Plenty of time to write out all the horrible things that could possibly happen. Well, the Magi. Well, I mean, why don't we sort out the war first? Now, the magic number for war is -3. But when a peace deal is struck, it resets to 0. Everyone gets their turns back. That's 0. It's not red anymore. And these two are at peace. And you go back from being weak to strong. I'll do that for you as well while I remember. So this going to war can be dangerous. It can knock you down a tier temporarily, which can leave you vulnerable. And that's the fun of war. People coordinate. That could spell doom for any faction if they get ganged up on. But in the meantime, let's begin giving the Magi their stuff. So the Magi have 1 rep. They get 1 coin. And they get 2 XP. What was the XP from? Was that an area they picked up? I think it was, wasn't it? Anyway, that's all of their bonus stuff. And we are going to start with their Resolving the Occult event at Glen Park. So over here, right next to them, is an occult event where the Second Inquisition are. It will yield 2 rep. It's not a bad thing for them. Let's roll. What is the roll? Social. They're okay at social. That's 1 dice. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Didn't sort out the assists. Is anyone assisting Magi? Otherwise, I'll do it later. No one is assisting Magi. Okay, cool. Let's get on with this. Oh! That's a 6 on 1 dice. Excellent luck. Well done. Outline: the SI raided our peace talks. Oh, okay. So between the Magi and the Lucid, the Inquisition raided you because you're both a pain in the ass. And then you were like, let's get together and fuck them up. That's kind of cute. I like it. Can't wait for that scene. So I forget what you get on a 6. So resolve event. On a 6, you are extremely lucky because you get no heat and the full reward. Unfortunately, you can't get a critical if you've only got 1 dice, but that is... Your rep tracker is full now. You could, if you saved your money, go up a tier. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And what is the other thing you wanted to do? Magi. I need to move where this thing is. I'm going to move that there. Excellent. Now I can actually see chat. You are also seizing Black Oak. Where is that? That's south of you, isn't it? Oh no, it's over here, underneath the Mansion Modius. Oh, we're actually starting a border between the corpsemongers and the Magi. If you do this, has anyone else actually got a border? No. That's interesting. Oh no, these two over here, Oasis and Gary Armory. Let's roll the dice. Now this is a tier roll, if I remember correctly. You get a 3, which increases that tracker, that clock, by 1. Excellent. And the occult event objective you would have gotten from doing that event at the what was it? Glen Park. That now goes to the Lucid as part of your peace agreement. If they take it, they border both. Oh yeah, they do. Well, I mean, next turn it's a pretty dead cert that they get it because it only needs 1 more tick on the clock. That's pretty certain that they'll end up with it, unless someone ends up rolling a bunch of dice by accident. Who knows? But either way, we've updated the objective trackers. They don't need to level up, which means it is time for entanglements. I've not done this in the exact order that I wrote in the rules. Naughty. Okay. Entanglements. Where are you at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heat. Woo, this could be bad. Okay. -3 rep or -1 to all clocks. Ooh. How badly do I want to mess with you? I'm going to take 3 rep from you. 3 rep. Reprimanded in this case. Fortunately, that's not the worst thing that could have happened. I think you got off pretty light there. And that is the entanglements. You got by on the skin of your teeth, but that was a pretty chill turn overall. You didn't get any extra heat, which could have caused you to end up with a wanted. Yeah, you're really close there. Magi, playing it fast and loose with the rules. That was an excellent turn, which means it is time for the young bravos. Hello, friends. We shall start by giving you your dues. You get 1 rep. You get -1 heat. You get +1 coin. You can't get any more in there. You also get 2 XP. Oh, you get 2 XP as well because you've got so much turf. Seriously, the young bravos have it living it large in the center of town. I love it. Pardon me. Right. What are they doing? What are they up to? These young bravos. They are aiding the corpse mongers in their reduce heat. And this is also important. The corpse mongers are aiding the young bravos. So let's do those both now. I love that these two factions have found friends, because I'm going to double check the rules because I haven't read these in ages. But the assist another faction increases that status. Yeah, so they both do it, which means they both increase their status. And that is young bravos and corpse mongers. That goes up to 2. And they each get a +1 dice as well. This is big whammies. They're being friends. I love it. Can't wait until they end up killing each other over something petty. Excellent. Well, that's one of their turn actions taken. And they are also reducing heat with a +1 dice. And heat is tier. It is tier. I just needed to double check. Reducing heat. Tier. Bonus dice 1 from the young bravos. Oh, are you spending coin on this? Let's check. You are spending coin on this. So you actually get +2. Hang on, I'll do that first. You spend 2 coin to get +1 dice. And then you get 2 extra dice from this. Well done. You want to max it out to 3? All right. Let's roll the dice. You get a 4. We're not picking the lowest this time. How does that feel? What does 4 get you? You reduce your heat by 2, which is actually excellent. Especially now that you all get the extra heat possibility. Or you could help out the scot-free crew. Good lord, they need it. Right. That is the entirety of their turn. And I'm very sorry to say, they haven't caused caused any turf to complete their turmoil track. They haven't done any assault events, so no objectives. It is time for entanglements. And you've bumped yourself down a heat tier as well. So instead of the heat 6, this is heat 4 or 5. +2 heat, I wouldn't be that mean. Or -1 status. Ooh, actually, that's kind of hard. You're curious what max relationships give? I mean, unless you want +2 heat and go back to where you started, -1 status with the highest level faction is what I'm going to give you. You're not going to find out anytime soon. But you're still at +1, which is very good. I'm not mean enough to entirely eradicate all your progress this turn. However, I haven't decided. Stopping friends, God. Be emo and alone and grumpy. Be vampires. Yeah, I haven't actually decided what max relationships get you, but I think it gets you some leeway in, like, when you're doing actions together. That's my initial thought, but nothing solid yet. That's, yeah. So, for instance, when you do actions on other people's turf, normally you have to pay them coin or lose status with them. But if you're max friends, I might waive that. That's the sort of thing I'm thinking. And also, obviously, you can, RP being awesome friends and sharing information and stuff, and hanging out and having a brewski together. But that is the entanglements for young bravos. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Congratulations. You haven't had the worst turn. This is turning out much chiller. And after several turns of absolute mayhem, I'm okay with this. The alphas are next. And they get... The alphas are kind enough to write out exactly what they get. They get... you know what? I should copy paste this in here. They don't get the heat, and they only get 1 XP. Because they haven't got any turf yet. So, alphas, what you doing? They are claiming the 49ers turf. And with 1 chevron to go, I can't mess this up for you, alphas. How's that? How's that feeling? There's no possible roll that could cause any trouble for you. I'm going to do the roll anyway, because these are my dice. So you got a 2 there, but it doesn't matter, because you still fill up that clock. And now we can do the wonderful color change of adding this to your turf. Look at that. You've got 2 paws now. Aren't you cute? What do you get for that? So there's an event there, which I think you're doing as well. But you also get to add the elite tag to 1 cohort. You don't have a cohort yet, but also you can't use a cohort yet. So that's okay. You're going to get a bonus later on. The Thin Bloods like to think they run this place, but they're really just under the radar in a neighborhood that no one else wants. I forgot I wrote that. Oh dear. And yes, you are in fact doing the persuasion event on this turf. That's very good because it will get you 1 XP, but it will also stop the gang turf from, increasing turmoil, and that's already halfway to full turmoil. You haven't seen anything tick over full turmoil yet. Right, let's do your pardon me, event. Oh, no. What is it? What was the role we need? We need a social role. And for you, social isn't very good. You get a 4. So I believe that means, I'm going to double check it. Yes, with a 4 you get the reward and +1 heat, which is pretty good overall. That puts you in the 6 range, but it doesn't put you in danger yet, from what I remember. Until entanglements, obviously. Oh, I can also... Ooh, no. Crap, how much... Does anyone remember what that was on before I accidentally clicked it? I'll set your rep up properly. I also forgot to give you your coin and your rep. It was -3? Okay. Remove 3 rep. Okay, thank you. All right, I'll give you your rep there so that you're almost full anyway. So that's good. Sorry about that. But you do have 1 more rep instead of 2 more rep now that you got that turf. Cool. Let's check this spider's availability. Due to hard-won experience or premonition, your activities are hidden from the notice of other creatures. You take 1 less heat during resolve event actions. Aha! So you actually don't take that heat. I'm glad I read that. You don't take that heat. Smart move taking that action. And smart move from me reading it. That ability saved you there. See, there are things that I can do that ruin your turn, alphas, and that is cheat. But excellent turn. Do we need to update your objective trackers? There were no werewolf events. You don't have the right areas, and you haven't taken the dunes from the werewolves, which is a very difficult event, by the way. Don't feel like you've got to do that straight away. So, it's entanglement time. You're on heat 4 or 5. I can reduce your status or I can increase your heat. What is your... Whoa! I don't want to see that much of the world. Imagine all of the dots. If we had a full world map. Okay. Who is... Well, first off, where are you? Who is your highest thing? You're with the +1 with the corpse mongers. I feel bad giving you the heat. So I'm going to take away this. That friendship was short-lived, I'm afraid. Rip corpse mongers. Now, is anyone your friend? No one's your friend. Okay. Who's next? The alphas had a pretty good turn, I'd say. And also, let's bring the, who is it? Young Bravos back. Let's bring their character sheet back. I deleted that for some reason. Move these over here so I remember who's gone. Organization. Excellent. The Silk Gauntlet. They have full rep. They have +1 XP and +2 coin. No friends. That's what the beast gets you. Okay. The Silk Gauntlet have decided to do very simple things. For their first action, they are spending all of their rep to increase their hold from weak to strong, which I think is an extremely smart move. Given that if anyone reduces your hold or your, that thing from weak to nothing and you're on tier 0, that's the end for your faction. They could have increased their tier, but like if they'd done it earlier. What happened in previous? Oh yeah, it was an entanglement that reduced their hold from strong to weak. Okay, so they're strong again. They're in a strong position. You are re-established. It took all of your rep, but it was worth it. You are not in danger anymore. And if that's the case, you're using your 2 earned gold to get an extra dice and reduce heat. They're reducing heat again. Everyone's reducing heat. They've realized the huge problems come their way when you had high heat. They're going to do that again. Wonderful. Okay. That's a tier roll, isn't it? So let's give you +1 dice. You got a 6. You spent your coin to get +1 dice and it paid off. How dare I have good rolls? Okay, what does a 6 get you? -3 heat. That's a big win. You're back on 3. I think you're the lowest heat faction now. A faction? Oh yeah, factions can die. There's several ways factions can die. Yeah. Don't worry. I have a backup if a faction dies. There's plenty of things. Yeah, should I explain it now? So a faction can die if they are tier 0 weak and someone reduces their hold again, that destroys them. Or if they reach 4 wanted levels. So their heat goes up to maximum, it resets to 0, adds a wanted level. And that gets all the way to 4. That also destroys the faction. Me. I hate sniffing on stream. So sorry. And also it's fun. You know, bad things happen. They can be fun. You can roleplay with it. That's my hope for this. Right. What is your other action? Oh, no, you did both. You did both. Well done. So there's no objectives, no persuasion event, no Oasis Club, no +3 status. Now it is time for entanglements. Okay, you are at 3, which means +1 heat or -1 coin. I am so sorry. You can't reduce your coin anymore, so I have to give you heat. But it's only 1 because you were at 3. It would have been it would have been +1 heat or -1 rep. You had pretty good rolls there. That was good. The Silk Gauntlet managing their resources very well, I'd say, which makes sense given the characters in that faction. Okay. Silk Gauntlet have had a wonderful turn. Excellent little businessman. And then the Lucid. Now the Lucid. They are doing a couple of things. As part of the peace deal from the Magi, they have decided to do the event at the bunker. That's here. That is a physical roll that will get them 2 rep. Excellent. Let's roll their physical. They've got 2 dice in this, so they're actually really good at this. They're going to take on the SI. They're going to increase their objective track. And they're also going to be making the peace deal solidified. No bonus dice here. Ooh. Somehow you managed to mess it up anyway. You got a 2 as your highest dice. Okay. That means you get +2 heat and the reward. So you complete the event, but you also get +2 heat. Are you going to be the first faction to get a wanted level? Ooh. Okay. I understand. So I don't know if Emma Vallis is here. Would you like to spend 2 coin? I know you didn't have a lot of time to pick actions. Would you like to spend 2 coin? I wanted to double check to reduce heat, because reduce heat is your next action. You have 4 coin. And you can get a +1 dice on reducing your heat. That's I'm being very kind here, letting you do this midstream, because I know you only just got up. If you're not, I don't know. I mean, they could be first. Depends on how badly the entanglements go. I'll ping them. Didn't get time to mute that one. Thank you, Kazma. I'm going to mute and blow my nose. Excellent. Ooh. Oh. Ooh, that's a spicy reply I got there. Emma Vallis says, if we get wanted, we get wanted. Ooh, okay. Let's just roll it. That is a tier roll. No bonus dice. That's a 2. Excellent. I love it. I love the absolute balls on this crew. Oh, did I give them their rep XP and coin? I can always do that later. But I believe with a 2 you only reduce yes, you only reduce your heat by 1. Living on the edge here. Living on the edge. Right. They increased their SI objective by 1. They have not taken the airport from the hunters. They don't have the right turf for that. Means it is time for entanglements. Do we get a wanted level? Their heat is 6+. Rep +3. Or no, sorry, rep -3. Or -1 to all clocks. Ooh. Missed out on the heat there. You got so lucky because I would have picked that instantly. Okay. So you've only got the objective clock here, which isn't as fun for me. So I think I'll remove 3 rep from you. And I will double check later if I gave you your rep and your XP. I don't think I did. So I'm going to add it on now. Can't add any more coin, but I can always take it away later. So that's more fun. And the lucid. Oh, you know what I can do? I've got a picture of their previous thingy. I got their cruciate as it was. So yeah, that's perfect now. Excellent. Right, sorted. The lucid dodge danger another month. And last, but very tiny apparently, the corpse mongers. Let's give them their 2 rep, their 1 coin, and their 1 XP. And what are they up to? So, the corpse mongers assisted the young bravos, and we already did that. And they are doing exactly the same as everyone else who was panicking. They are reducing their heat with a +1 by spending 2 coin. Oops. And a +1 from the assist from the young bravos. So all we got to roll here is 2d6. They got a 6. That's excellent. That's 3, if I recall correctly. Well done. Very well done. Smooth operation. You are now the lowest heat faction, which makes sense because there's a lot of Nosferatu in this faction. They live underground, etc., etc. Okay. What do we have now? I haven't done any objectives. We don't need to increase that. They're not leveling up. Simple. That was very easy. They laid low. Now it's time for entanglements. They have 2 heat, which means they pay 1 coin to the highest status faction or lose 1 status with them. they have the coin, so this is interesting. They got that is the Young Bravos. What happened? Did they get shaken down by the Young Bravos? Why are they paying them 1 coin? They are, because they have the coin. Young Bravos, take a coin from them. Brilliant. I think what would be fun is to add in a pay 1 coin to the lowest status faction as well. Because that, it's got 2 different implications that, like, they're either helping each other out or fighting a little bit. I don't know. That's fun, though. I like that a lot. And because the Corpsemongers, keeping it chill, keeping it low, everyone has taken a step back from the brink, which I think will save people in the long run. They lose in a bet in the competition. Yes, that's an excellent idea. Yeah, there's a little competition that the Young Bravos ran, or are running in an RP thread, where they're just like having a keg stand, and clearly they bet on the wrong person, and they lose money to the Young Bravos. Awesome, that's a great idea. Okay, so I won't close the old events, but safe to say that let's look through all of these. Colfax Wastes, they go up a turmoil. The Underground Bunker does not go up a turmoil. Haunted House does. Glen Park doesn't. Neither does the Gang Turf. The Shore Apartments do. And that adds their first turmoil, which is fine. Dante's Bar and Grill increases, which very disappointingly doesn't bring any turf near to completing its turmoil track. I'm just going to say that's very disappointing. There should be more turmoil in this game. It's more fun than you think it is. Excellent. Okay, so that's for old events. And new events are what we have to add next. So the special event for this turn is that every faction decides between getting +1 rep from the Anarchs and helping them in scot-free, and it may or may not turn up in the show, or you can be chill. You can take the heat away. -1 heat or +1 rep. Which will you choose? Let me know in the Discord and I'll apply that to your sheet. And for normal events, let's do 7. 1. The Inquisition are visiting McTavish's safe house. For XP and rep, that's pretty good. There's an assault event at the Steelworks. There is a deception event at Glen Park with werewolves. There is a persuasion event at Marquette Park with werewolves. Why are the werewolves turning up in parks? There's a pattern emerging. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. A transport event at the Artists' Commune. No NPCs. 6. A persuasion event at Chase Street Diner. 7. An assault event at the Industrial Train Yards with the SI. Excellent work, everyone. I will apply these to the map. Everyone will get an update on the Discord of their stuff and their resources and their character sheets. And I hope, as always, you have had a wonderful time. Just a reminder, if you would like to join this game, then you can join us on our Patreon and, RP with the other players and have an effect on our podcast world. Yeah, and it's, it's a bit of fun as well. It's a one among many excellent rewards on our Patreon. But I think that is everything for me. So have a wonderful week. enjoy scot-free on Tuesday. We're recording episode 3 and 4. We're going to be releasing episode 2, 3, and 4 in the next coming weeks every Friday. Do not miss it. It has wonderful editing and, kind of like a step up from the streamed version. But aside from that, I think that's everything. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful